Flosstube.
Hello.
Welcome to Crafty Cottage Stitches. I'm Heather.
I'm Jeanette.
And this is Flosstube number, I believe,
No idea.
32.
Sounds
It's
right.
December 19th, Sunday. And this is our Flosstube channel about cross-stitching and sewing and crafting and house stuff.
We have a visitor, and I think you kind of can tell we're in a new spot today. So, yeah. So we're back in my sewing room. I don't know what to say about that. So
They moved into their house.
we did move in 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, it was actually 2 weeks ago yesterday. So we had
Yeah, was it the day after or
Yeah.
the day before we did our last Flosstube?
I keep doing that.
So we have a little visitor in here, and she's working with her iPad, so we'll see what's going on over there.
And if you hear music from her show in the background, I'm sorry. It's a little late in the day and she's a little bit too.
So anyway, we're in our house, and this is going to be a major work in progress for us, and we'll fix it, okay? Yeah, so one day we'll do a tour, but I'm so happy because I have my patterns and all of that back again. So
Her stuff.
the rest of the house is a holy disaster, and everything's on hold. So we just have to clear it up and make it livable, and we're okay. So it'll be a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think Heather's gonna try to get the home tour on at the end.
The before like she moved
Like
in.
before.
Anything even started.
Yeah, I think the only thing in that is our carpet was torn up. So the rest is original to
What happened?
what it was when we bought it. So anyway, so hopefully the lighting is okay. We face a big window in here, so it kind of looks okay.
It just glares off my glasses, but
Yeah.
that's no big deal.
Well,
For me, anyways.
so stitching. I have a finish. Do you have a finish?
I do not have a finish.
I do
I'm
have a finish.
almost finished.
Obviously I've been very, 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 very busy for the last couple weeks, but I did manage to get a little bit of stitching done, and I finished Parson Brown. And I totally forgot to bring the pattern, but you guys have seen it the last couple times, so he's all done.
Who's that by again?
This is by Not Forgotten Farm. I changed a lot of the colors. But yeah, here he is. And I did a black hat instead of red. Changed the green. I think this is the called for. And this is on 32 count pearl gray that I took a tea bag, and you can kind of, well, actually it's really good. You can kind of see where I did that. And I may do a little bit more. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this. I don't think I'm going to do a pillow. A lot of people have put it into pillows, but that's a little big for me.
I think it just framed. Or
I think
nice
a
white
cute,
frame would be
frame for this. But obviously I'm not going to finish it this year, but I finished stitching him, so I'm really excited. So, and I've only stitched on 2 things, and that was one of them, but I pushed to try to finish him. But isn't he just the sweetest little guy?
He really is.
He's so cute.
He's cute. And did you you changed the colors, right? On him
I
a little
did.
bit?
It's all DMC except for the hat. I did, oh my gosh.
3866.
Yeah, for the body. 3865 and 3866 for the snowman. This is the only overdyed I used, and I think it's charcoal. Charcoal. Yeah?
You done lost your mind, girlfriend.
Charcoal. So, but everything else is DMC. But he turned out really cute. I like him.
The circle.
His hat is stitched with charcoal.
That's a color.
Yeah.
It's like a dark gray
Cute,
color.
right? You want to take that into your hidey hole?
Does it not
You can decorate with it.
Does it not have an needle in it?
Nope.
Why?
I took it
She's
out.
done stitching.
Yep, all done stitching. It's all done.
But why does it doesn't need a needle?
Because I'm done with stitching it. You only use a needle in it when you're stitching it. Because the needle puts the thread through. Can you go decorate your room with it? Your little area? We have a little
Hidey hole.
Yeah.
She likes to stash and hide and
Oh, this room is teeny tiny, so we're kind of like crammed in here. We'll give you a tour, not anytime soon. We have to build shelves,
Doors.
It's just, yeah, it's a work in progress, and right now it's not easy. Oh my goodness.
Is he so cute? I have a
cutest thing ever.
restart and that's it. But this is mostly what I worked on because I became obsessed with him.
No, I am.
I restarted. Oh, I do have the printout. Ho 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 by Frosted Pumpkin. Sorry, there's a glare on that. I have it in a.
We're gonna have to work out the logistics.
I bought this.
of it.
Are they only PDF? I bought this as a
think
PDF
so.
on their website. I had started it last year. I was gonna do it like on a really small 36, and I was doing over one. I just wasn't enjoying it, and I didn't love the color I did it on. So I restarted it on one of my old dyed fabrics. And he's so cute.
He has the sweetest little face ever. So cute.
And I did my own colors for the most part. The green on the this dark green is the called for, and I think the white is the called for. But other than that, I did my own colors.
Is he overdized or DMC?
DNC.
Oh, okay.
That's not true. I did about half and half of conversion and half my own. And I have that written down in my notebook, the colors that I converted to. So when I finish him up, I'll let you guys know. And this
precious
fabric, I think, was one of the ones that I just kind of experimented with last Christmas time when I was dyeing fabric.
I don't remember. It kind of looks like it.
It's a Jobelin. 36?
No, it's pretty small.
It's pretty small. I think it's 36 and shrunk a little bit. But he's adorable and I love him and I...
Are you doing 2 threads?
Yep.
Then it's probably a 32.
That's
it's
true.
Near impossible to get. It's terrible when you're doing...
32? Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. So then it would be 32 count.
I'm pretty sure.
But I
because
love him
36
so
would be
much.
so hard to get.
Yeah,
2
and it would look
threads in.
yucky. I just started him. I started him first and I just couldn't put him down.
You're almost done.
I know. So knowing me, I probably won't pick him up again anytime soon.
I've got some major plans for next year to really rein it in.
I know,
and
I
get
need
some
to
stuff
also.
done.
I say that, but I just ordered a bunch of patterns.
Well,
for
it doesn't
Christmas.
mean you have to start them all.
No. Did you do any other stitching?
I did. So as you know, I'm doing Thursdays. I'm really going to stick to this because, oh my gosh, I love this so much. So I think the first Thursday, what I ended up doing was probably pulling out Mr. Turkey that I've been working on. Oh, that's not even... I haven't found my design
I know, I was
board yet.
looking for them when you were getting ready.
So I'm working on this. I did a little tiny bit more on there. I put some of the roof in. I finished all the lettering and I tore him out, the body, and then had to restitch it. This is not easy doing this. So, but he's so cute. It's not hard. It's just, at the end of the day, it's very difficult for me. So
are those
There it
unstitched, those little dots?
they're not stitched yet. I
Oh,
have
okay.
to add one more color, and I kept getting off on that. I went and did too many over here, and I mean, he kind of like the star of the show, so I wanted him to be right. Yeah. So this is my Thursday stitch, and it will continue to be my Thursday stitch until it's done. So, and that is Turkey Hollow by Stacy Nash. And I love it. I am excited to have this done. I'm excited to have a house to decorate for fall next year. So anyway, so this is going to be my Thursday stitch. And I'm going to continue to do, after this is done, another fall every Thursday until forever. So
Do you have any other fall ones that are unfinished? I don't know, baby.
not fall, but definitely Christmas. Definitely Christmas.
okay.
So I'm going to have a day that I do that too. Other than our gingerbread. So let me see if I can do that.
I did a teeny tiny bit of stitching. I actually picked up winter ABCs again. And I picked up winter ABCs again because I wanted to stitch on, I wanted to be stitching on,
Grandpa?
goodness, I had it somewhere in here. I wanted to be stitching on Jolly, Saint Nick, and Rudolph. And sorry, she's colored on this because she's chaos. But
Fix your thing. Okay. So you can
but I couldn't find him anywhere. I couldn't find my project bag that had him in it, that had my Give Thanks freebie I was doing. What else did it have in it?
the hands-on design thing.
No, that was a separate one.
Oh, okay.
A couple other things. It had my ho ho ho. That was another reason I restarted it because I couldn't find it, but I knew that I didn't like the start on that anyways. And then so I looked everywhere, organized a bunch of stuff. Just
Well,
could not
that's a
find
good
it.
thing.
Yeah. Yes. But then I'm like, okay, well, she has to have it in her stuff, and she did. So then I came over here and found it, had it out, was looking at it, the Jolly Saint Nick and Rudolph, and was so excited to work on it that night. Went home, got the pattern, because I had the pattern at home. Organized a bunch more stuff. And I'm actually quite organized with my Christmas stuff. And my fall stuff separate in my fall box. And I have my Christmas stuff in my Christmas box. And right as I literally put it down and had my project bag there with my threads in it, she texted me a picture of my fabric that was my fabric with him on it. And she goes, whoops. And I'm like, man.
And I was not about to drive it over.
I digress. I then pulled this guy out instead.
Which I love so much.
ABCs. And when I say I only stitched a tiny bit, I mean like a tiny bit. I started the skates on there.
Well, that's good though.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves your colors that you chose for
I
that.
know. And that's part of the reason I didn't stitch very much on that, because I need to pull all the colors again, write them all down in my book, so I have that all set up, and then I can just move forward. And I love it so much.
I do too.
And did I bring Jolly Saint Nick with me? No.
I now
left him at home. Yep. In that
did.
project bag. So then I was like, well, then I should be working on my hands-on design that I started on the black. Those ornaments. Couldn't find them anywhere either. She also had that project bag. She had taken 2 project bags with her.
And luckily, I
2 floss tubes ago. I just hadn't been working on those.
I keep all my project bags in a basket, so
that was the other
easy to
thing I was
find.
working on, was that hands-on design. I started on that last night. I'm going to restart them though, because I've decided I don't like stitching on black.
Right.
But Black Ada, it's easier to see, but it just doesn't look good. It's so crunchy to me.
It looks good.
It looks good,
you just
not
don't-
when I'm
yeah.
doing it.
It's just not your thing.
I was so enjoying stitching on that white fabric from
Oh, the
this.
smoky vintage white or vintage
And it's just
smoky.
so buttery to work on. And then to switch back to that Ada is just really hard on me. So.
It's not her favorite. So.
And it doesn't really match my Christmas style. So I've been kind of trying to think in my head what I would want to do those as. Because, they're clearly they look like little chalkboard ornaments. But I need to
I'm
do
not
some
sure.
color conversions on them. Excuse you? Hand that here so I can show them.
I
And then
think,
you can play with them. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm kind of trying to reevaluate too what I'm stitching on and what I really love and what's gonna work here, and so I've made some plans.
Stealer thief.
Definitely made some plans.
Goodness me.
So
I don't know. I kind of want to put. I don't know. I kind of want to put them on a color
that
like
would be
this.
that would be cute.
And then I've tried to think of ways that I could do them vintagey for her room.
No, doesn't really fit to me.
Those patterns.
Yeah.
Some of them. One of
Some
them have
of
like
them
a
do.
vintage ornament even.
Yeah. But then again, who
I just think
knows,
they'll work up
'cause-
so quick if I'm doing them on a fabric that I actually enjoy stitching on. And I tried again last night and I just was not enjoying stitching on it. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that have terrible vision. My glasses are really bad right now because, I mean, they've been stepped on. Look at that.
Yeah. Lesson learned. Don't leave your glasses laying on the floor.
But we'll have insurance again January 1st, and then I will be getting new glasses. So, and then maybe I'll stitch on black, but it also is just not really my style.
No.
Probably for Halloween though. Maybe
Well,
I'll
yeah,
try that. I'm not like
definitely.
buying more black fabric, that's for sure.
Well, I bought you that charcoal too.
Where is that?
I'm not sure.
You must have that.
I don't know.
Because
where
I've looked
anything
through
is,
absolutely
so-
everything now, and I do not have that charcoal. That I do want to do the Santa heads in a jar, which sounds morbid.
No.
Like the Priscilla
Yeah, because I
Santa
did.
heads in the jar.
Well, and I did the sunflowers in the jar, and
What
I
are those?
love that.
Is it Mary?
Jar full of something?
Jar full
right?
of Mary or something?
Those are with hands-on design, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
I want to do those on the charcoal because I've seen them done on the charcoal and they're just adorable. But other than that would probably max me out for
Or the towel I'm gonna use
dark stuff
as
for Christmas.
picnic blanket.
Good idea. Can I have my star, my fabric bag that you stole?
that she borrowed. Can she just show it and then we'll give it back to you?
She's a stealer thief.
I don't have any other cross stitch for sure.
Yeah, as far as stitching goes, but we do have a little bit of haul for stitching.
Yes, we do, and it's amazing. So Heather can show her books first.
So I don't know if you guys do free little libraries. My husband and my daughter do free little libraries about every Saturday. They're the ones in the neighborhoods that are like cute little house mailboxes that people put up in their yards or whatever. You give a book and you get a book back. Well, I was driving her around looking at Christmas decorations the other day, and I came across one. I was like, oh, I'll have to tell your daddy that there's one there. But it was full of just cross-stitch magazines. I mean, like, this full year, like now, 2021 was in there, and this was what was facing out. And so I stopped. And we typically have a couple books in our car, if we can get her to allow us to put them in there because she likes her stuff.
She does like her
She's not
stuff.
touching.
Nope, she's
She's
being
just
good.
listening to me. I
Yeah.
think.
And you're not.
So I
getting
flipped
into
around
stuff,
really
right?
quick and went back, and I didn't have enough books to grab them all, and I wasn't going to be greedy, but I grabbed the Christmas one from this year to take a look at it, and the Halloween one, and I knew that there was a pattern in here I wanted to do.
Oh, I like her on the front. And the pumpkins
She's
are
cool.
cute.
She's almost like Mirabilia a little bit.
Are you sure she's not?
She's fancy. No, not really. I don't know.
Big blanket.
Yeah.
I also got June
That makes
and
sense.
April to look through.
Very
And this
cool.
one I think had some water damage on it, but
No biggie.
no biggie. And if you guys haven't heard of the free little libraries, look it up.
Well, not
Because
everywhere might do them, but
a lot of them do
Yeah.
though. Like because when we travel, we look for them too, and hit them. My husband will take her usually on a Saturday. They go on a little morning date. They get breakfast and they have a car picnic, and then they go hit up different areas of town. They're everywhere here. Probably like 100 of them.
And
in
I
town.
think that's
mean,
what we're gonna
crazy.
switch our floss tube back to that time. I think when they
Saturday
do that.
mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the first of the year.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be after the first of the year when we come back. So, Dad takes you to the little libraries, and you guys hunt for fun books, don't you? It's so cool.
She's a book fiend.
She loves it
Yeah.
because she's brilliant.
She is brilliant. But anyways, this was a score.
Yeah, it was not as good as mine though.
Well, that was my Christmas present to you. I do want to show you the pattern that everybody stitched it this year out of here.
I have to look through those.
Oh yeah.
I always have so many charts that I bought. I don't. Oh yeah, he'll fit in with my stuff.
I love him so much. So I was so happy to see this in there.
You
I
can
don't
just do
know
his
if there's
head.
anything else I would really be stitching
I like
out
him.
of these. He's cute. He's really cute. So these I might go swap a few of these out.
Not that one.
Not this one. She still has to
I
look
haven't
through them.
looked
I might
through them
swap
yet.
them out and see what else is in there.
There.
That's kind of cheating though, because I shouldn't swap for the ones I already pulled out of there, I guess. But
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Somebody else might like them. It's okay.
It's true. I mean, they'll end up back in the free little
Trade.
libraries. So if you're
It's the
local,
same- it's
check
the
out the
same
free
thing
little
as
libraries
trade.
around here, because somebody cross stitches apparently in that
Swap
one.
means the same
And
thing
it was
as
actually
trade.
one he hadn't been to, because not all of them are registered. Some people just put them up in their yard and don't actually do it through the free little library.
And we were going to
It's
do
really
that
cool.
in our last neighborhood too. 'Cause
Yeah.
We lived down a cul-de-sac, and in the middle was a circle. We had a circle in the middle of our cul-de-sac that had a wonderful huge oak tree, but
Yeah.
we were going to do one in there. But
Well, and some of them around here, they actually have like little toys. Like people will put the people that run it, the free little librarian or whatever, will put toys in them.
Fun.
Somebody did like seasonal little like goodies. So she has like a skeleton pen from Halloween time. Remember?
But why is there what? Why is there a whole box of it?
there was a whole box of them.
Probably for other people that were going.
Yeah.
And the other little
I-
kiddos.
I think they're different colors. I think we can trade that one in.
Did they have different colors?
Yeah.
Well, they're gone now because it's not Halloween time.
Maybe next Halloween they'll
Yeah.
come back again.
But why are they gone?
Well, maybe
Well,
next
because
time
other
they'll...
kiddos got them for Halloween time.
Yeah. And they could have Christmas stuff or...
Probably Valentine stuff at Valentine.
and
time.
Easter. Anyway, so...
So that was mine.
Um,
Free haul, which
and
is
so
cool.
Heather ordered,
This is my Christmas present to my mother. I already gave it to
but
her.
she couldn't wait to show
No,
it
because
to
it is
me
also a
because-
Christmas present
yeah,
to me.
from France. And I have to do this one right here. It's beautiful.
They're all French.
They're French.
And oh my goodness.
You guys know we love the French designers. I think they may not. Well, they probably are mostly from France.
Yes,
so.
I believe they are. I actually ordered them directly from their website, which is in all French. So it took me
So
a
have fun
while.
with that.
Um,
And this one. Oh, this one just. Oh, I just love it so much.
and I actually got them fairly quickly. I think I ordered them on November 14th,
Look how beautiful they are.
and I got them last Monday.
If you even take just little snippets to make ornaments,
They're incredible.
I don't think I showed that one, right? No,
No.
we didn't. Just look at this one right here.
So I ordered the November-December edition from 2017. What is that one?
There we go.
18?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
18, 2020, and 2021. I only didn't get
Yeah,
2019 because I think maybe I couldn't find it on the website or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there are so many of them. You
They're
can
just
also order
beautiful.
them. There are some Etsy shops, not very many, because I mean,
They're quite expensive.
they're
that
quite
way.
expensive. There's if I can an Etsy shop, and the Etsy shop I believe is out of the UK anyways, but they do free shipping.
I mean, look at the tiny little.
They're
They're
incredible.
They have cute finishing ideas too. So it would be dreamy to go to a shop in France.
And you
Wouldn't
can
it?
go when you're on their website to order them.
Look at this.
And look at this. I'm gonna show this too.
I love how they did it behind the wood cutouts. Which you find those all the time at the holidays, so.
And this, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. This reminded me of Jennifer from Stitching with the Waves because she loves to do all these little teeny tiny.
Well, she has that really cool printers thing that she puts
Yeah.
them in. You're a big girl getting up there now.
But anyways, when you go on their website to order them, you can flip through the entire magazine before ordering it. Just not the
man.
patterns. Yep.
Oh.
Again, it's in French, so you kind of have to figure it out. I mean, the top does show like that you can translate it. I could never get it to translate. I tried it on the iPad. I tried it on my computer. I
so it
just
wasn't
translate,
just
but
a
maybe
phone thing?
I mean, if it could have been, I was on my older my older Mac laptop, so maybe I didn't have an update enough. But give it a shot. Beautiful, and honestly,
them.
there are so many patterns in here. And if
You
you
could-
try to order, like, you know, from
I need to had
What's that
you know,
place
like,
with all the French ones?
Yeah. What here? The one here, French needle?
That's
or-
true. I
Because
mean,
there
like
is-
one sheet of a ton of the patterns, but I mean, it's fairly expensive.
Yeah, they're $40.
No.
They're $40, and you're getting that basically in one of these. You need to sit down.
And
okay?
you need to close that drawer, please.
But why?
Because that is not for little kids to be playing in.
But anyways,
That's got my
check
sewing
them out.
stuff in there.
Anyway,
I'm
that's
just
her Christmas
yelling.
present.
Doing.
Well,
Close that up, please.
yep, close it up.
Do you want to come show what you worked on?
You want to come show your gingerbread?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, come on over.
And I will yell down.
Okay,
Okay.
and then we're going to show a little kid's craft that she did.
Ooh,
Should I say who this was from?
Well, yeah.
Show. Who sent this to you?
Do you remember?
Granny?
No?
Nancy Wolsey.
Nancy Woolsey sent a little present for Evelyn, and it was a little gingerbread kit. And
It was the cutest thing.
There were like little felt stickers and everything. Bless you.
Gesundheit.
They were little felt stickers, and I just pulled them off for her, and I just showed the place where to put them, like the general area. And she did this all by herself, so show her.
It is the cutest thing ever. That is such a cool kit. You'll have to let us know
Yeah.
where you found that.
And what'd you name her?
Lala.
Lala.
Lala the
And I'm gonna keep
gingerbread.
him forever because he's the sweetest little gingerbread man. And
I
she
have
loves him.
a gingerbread that you made when you were like
on a
5.
copper.
Yeah, it's a little copper thing that they punched, and I
Show this one.
out over here. Oh my goodness. You did such a good job.
And we're not quite done on this because it was a cool kit from Target. I think it's like Mondo Llama. It was like a $10 kit for paper mache. And it came with the paints. And then it also has like pom-poms, glittery stickers, rhinestones, glitter glue. So we have more to do on this. But so far, she's painted him.
Good job.
Did a good job, huh?
Good job.
All right. Here you go.
I'm
What else did you work on?
My house. Unpacking a bazillion boxes that I really can't unpack because I have nowhere to put anything. So I had so many built-ins and shelves that we had built and tons of decor that went up on it, and now I don't have any of that yet. So we're gonna take a break for a second.
Whoops.
Hello again.
back.
We had to
Nothing taps.
Wrangle a toddler.
redirect, we'll put it that way. So Heather made some really stinking cute things, and she's gonna make a whole tree full of them.
No, I'm not. I saw that everybody is on Instagram doing the Scandinavian stars. So I actually made 4 of them. One of them turned out like so loose and weird. I don't enjoy making these, it turns out. But they turned out really cute.
They're
And I haven't ironed them
cute.
yet. And I didn't iron them along the way. And that's probably why.
So
I
you
didn't enjoy
battled the
making
whole
them.
time.
I mean, not even. It's not even. It wasn't like a battle the whole time.
Well, then what was the ish?
I don't like the having to fold, like making a binding, basically. I don't like that. The folding, and I don't have the right setup in my house for.
Making where you have.
No, we need
Anything.
to remedy that
Really,
you need
because yeah.
a place to.
I don't have a good ironing area. I don't have a good cutting area. It's my kitchen peninsula, basically, which we're going to be knocking out before too long.
But we're using that for both, so you have to move one to get the other, and
yeah.
it's just.
And I
I'm
don't
glad
do
to
that.
be back in my
Because I wait
room.
until she's in bed and then I do it on the floor.
Yeah.
I used to do everything on the floor, like just sitting on the floor, crisscross applesauce, and my body cannot handle that anymore. So when I was cutting these and folding them and ironing them, my back was killing me. And then I got up and just sat on the couch and folded them and put them all together, and they were. So this is what I made, and this is probably all I will make of them. I followed a really cool tutorial. I will post it below because it was a tutorial that had. There's somebody out there that had the tutorial that was doing it. And then I saw that I think Maker Valley on Instagram she posted the tutorial that she followed because it was like a step-by-step with pictures, which was a lot easier to follow, like of each fold and everything. So I'll post that below, who I followed.
Can you do them out of paper?
Probably.
Because
that would be cool. And
yeah,
that would be so much easier.
I don't want to use my fabric for that.
They're
really cool.
12-inch by 2-inch strips. 8 of them.
I'm on the
That's not
bottom.
too much.
No.
But
I mean, if you think about it, it kind of is.
kind of is.
But they're cute. I used scraps.
That's true. I mean, it's a good.
Well, some of them. Some of these weren't scraps.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of long, so
yeah.
I guess you could.
I mean, you really could do like what is that? The bias edge or whatever. Because you would just fold that in, and you really wouldn't. The salvage.
That's true.
Salvage, you wouldn't see that.
To it.
Yeah. Or if you like that look, some people like that look to fold it into.
They're really
cute. Kind of cute.
But I think I would want to do it out of paper.
Well, and I'm doing these as gifts, anyways. So.
Oh, okay. I haven't done anything
If you receive
else.
one, you're worthy.
You know you're
yeah,
freaking awesome.
because
Heather did not have
I
a good
did
time
not
doing
enjoy
that.
them.
I told you.
Though I showed my husband and I was like, yeah, I just did this right here on the couch. And he was like, what? I'm like, they're not sewn at all. He's like, oh.
Now I
Pretty
do the old fashioned. I saw maybe was it this year or last year? Someone was doing the balls that start out as a star and they fold and you pin them into a styrofoam ball.
Shabby fabrics.
Okay, so I have like
Has
4 of
multiple
those.
tutorials on those.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Those I really like doing.
She, I think, was doing them as coasters.
Yeah, maybe.
Or ornaments.
Or something.
They weren't in the ball form this time, but I think she has the tutorial on.
I have like 4 of them that I did back in the mid 80s. And
You know
I really
what
had a good
would
time
be
doing
nice
it.
instead of having the whole like giant iron set up?
I would like.
She got really quiet all of a sudden. A hair straightener.
Oh yeah, you could. Or use my little mini iron. So you could have it right next to you too.
Yeah. Or a hair straightener.
I
I might get a
like
cheap
this
little hair
one.
straightener
I
for
would
little
like
projects
this
like that.
for a present for you.
That's true.
This is a present.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Good job.
Present.
I did that.
I went in the end.
And then I also worked a little bit more on some of those clothespin snowflakes.
I actually worked a couple days.
And then I've just done crafting with her. I do have some haul from that Oregon trip. Do you have your haul for that?
I have a couple things that I grabbed.
And a thrift books haul.
Can you set that over there?
And I have a whip an old whip I wanted to show you guys that I'm now probably gonna be obsessed with.
Oh yeah. Till it runs its course.
Yeah.
So, anywho, I had told you guys that I bought some really cool fabric on our Oregon trip, so I'll just show you that.
You go.
Thank you.
It's for you.
And I love it. It's a Michael Miller fabric.
I forgot about that. Look how beautiful this is.
And unwrap rabbit to wrap.
I got a little bit of a chunk.
It's really
I got a yard for. Didn't I get you a yard?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make an apron out of it.
Look at that strong
I'm pretty
ball.
sure.
I used to
And there,
have
I
that
mean,
strawberry
yeah,
ball.
there's like, look at that. And I will, let me read I think it's this
There you
year's
go.
line.
Thank you.
it's very cute.
But I wanted to show you
It's
guys
very
because
cute.
it's so pretty. And I'm pretty sure it's a current line. It is just like Granny's. Big Sale. There's the.
So bake sale must be the line, and,
And
just like Granny's print,
is
I think.
this print. There wasn't a lot. Michael Miller does like awesome theme fabrics, and then he might have a couple to go with. Not like huge lines like Lori does, but Lori Holt, sorry. Like I know her first name basically, like Lori Holt does. So he'll have a few that goes with. They actually had another one.
Did they?
Remember the blue and white? It didn't look like it went together to me at all. had a totally different vibe, but this has a totally vintage vibe that I just think it's beautiful. So I wanted to show you that. And poppy cotton. That's the first time we had seen it in store. Now I've ordered it, but look at all these cute little ginghams. Like picnicky ginghams. I love it. So I figured, you know, this will fit in different projects.
I love the black.
I do too, and I mean, look at this. And this is the print that went with. I thought this would be cute for stuff in the grandbaby room. What do you think? It's got little chickens on it.
I love it.
You'd love it? Okay. You can have that piece. And my other thing that I had gotten, I think
Man, that's so cute.
look how cute this gingerbread fabric is. Oh, so cute. It's not my usual. I mean, the print is, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. It's all outlined in a tiny gold.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you can't really tell unless the light hits it. But I didn't care because it's so cute. And I got this at a shop up north of here. And this line, let me find the name. This might be this year too, I'm sure. Gingerbread Lane by Hoffman. I'll try to put it up there. I love Hoffman fabrics. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. They feel just amazing.
Perfect colors on that.
It's perfect. I thought I got a pretty good sized chunk of this so we could make like mug rugs or something for next year.
I would want an apron out of that.
That's true. Well, I only
lot
got
for
a
that,
yard. So I got us each like a half a yard to play with. But for next year, because I mean, this year, who moves in December into a house? I mean,
You weren't the only one. There were some people
I
that commented
know.
that.
It's like, my goodness. It's not, well, this year has been pretty tough for stuff like this, getting houses done and all that. And it's continuing on until the next year. So maybe one day we'll have a finished-ish home tour. I'm a decorator, so it's never truly finished. But anyway, so that's my little bit of a fabric haul. Well, that's not true. I have a huge hunk of fabric haul, but I'll let Heather show hers first.
And I bought... Oh, that's cute. I didn't realize I got that.
Oh yeah, because that shop was the Paisley Duck in Longview.
And had vintage.
Vintage.
So I picked up some reproduction type fabrics. And
Those
since
remind me of 80s calicos.
Yeah, since I ordered from Rose Garden
Patchwork, I think.
And got the like brightly colored Japanese vintage type, and I saw these there and it just made me think of those. And they're just really bright and fun.
They are.
So those will go well with that. And then I got this one, which I think is it's quite funny. I don't know. A little Bo Peep-ish.
I'm sure.
But then the sheep has like a beak on it. I don't know, but he's cute. It's really cute. Yeah, it's totally the colors on it.
It's totally color.
And then I found the kitty corn panel wraps. I mean, just randomly on a shelf for like a really good price. So I thought these would be fun for. There's the labels because I'm gonna do the pumpkin seeds in this fabric. The pumpkin seeds pattern from the pattern basket. And so those are perfect labels for the back of that.
Yeah, they're super cute. You could make her something out of the big one.
Definitely.
Just do squares around it or something.
So that's all I got on that
That was from our Oregon trip.
I got some vintage Christmas lights too. But those are at home.
Like it's amazing one.
Collection of random stuff. She's
Amazing one.
I had lots of amazing ones.
Yeah.
That's for your quilt.
Don't worry, I still have your stuff. I just had to move around, so I had to move it out of my lap. And then from Thrift Books, I got this from, it's Amy Sinibaldi.
Love her.
I didn't know she had books, honestly.
Well, we used to be obsessed.
So this is from her vintage style time. She does, her stuff now is more modern.
Definitely.
But she used to do really like vintage and just like kids
Just hand-
colors,
yeah.
little hand stitched things. This is from that era.
Okay, very cool.
Super cute
Need
little
to look
kids
through that,
projects, little bags. They were running a sale on Black Friday, and so I got this for, I mean, their books are ridiculously cheap anyways, but I came across this and it's adorable. So it's just like little tiny, little small projects, kind of like on here.
I love that though.
Little hands, like embroidery.
And plus you could do stuff like that when you're sitting at night watching
Yeah,
TV or whatever.
It's adorable, and it's just fun to look at. So
Wonderful.
I've got that.
What else
What
did
else
you
did
come
I
up with? Do you have more haul?
Nope. Well, no. I bought a book on Kindle.
Oh, what was that? Was it for quilting?
Yeah. You continue on and I'll tell
All
you about it.
right. Well, here it is. I got my cookbook bundle.
Oh man.
I can't even tell you how beautiful it is. Well, you've all seen it, but I don't know what got into me. I bought so much of this fabric, and I don't even care because I love it that much. Every print is just. Oh, see, this is my favorite. I'm gonna tell you that 5 times. So the little fruit,
With the little apples on it?
it's got all the fruit. It's so cute.
Oh yeah.
That one's my favorite, and then my other favorite are the flowers. I love them all. I love them all.
That's what the tin is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 10. So, yeah. Oh, and the mums. I'm going to show you my other favorite. Are the mums. But then I love them all. So, anyway, I've got that. And I've got plans for these. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
They're all coming to me.
No way. But if you look at this is totally me. It kind of reads much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's darker
Definitely.
too. But stay tuned because I've already picked a quilt to do this with. So, but I'm reining
And
it
bits
in
of
this year,
scrap?
so. What?
Bits of scrap.
Oh yeah,
Is that her?
a bit of
Instagram?
scrap
A bit of
stuff.
scrap stuff
Right?
on Instagram. Did a beautiful quilt with
She
this.
did. She did. But I found one yesterday I want to do. So hopefully I'll be able to show that next time. Maybe I'll squeak out 5 minutes. I think I found.
I mean, it's only gonna be Christmas.
Well, I mean, but
I know,
that's
just
one
kidding.
week. I'm
Okay.
taking time to actually craft and sew in between because I have to pack up probably 3/4 of my decorating stuff. Will go to storage or whatever until we get built-ins built and things of that nature. So I am really concentrating on here, and my husband's concentrating on his office because the rest of the house is not gonna. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
it could be a
kitchen's
year.
not gonna be done
so.
for a long time, and
It's really hard to unpack a kitchen into a temporary kitchen that's basically half the amount of storage I will have when I'm done.
yeah.
So it's tough. And so I'm just throwing it in boxes and putting hiding it away until a much later date. So that's my
This is the book
oh
I
no,
got.
that's not true. I have one more thing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I got, I did this on Kindle because I was impatient. Season to Taste by Jessica Dan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it's a really awesome book.
It is an awesome book.
But I oftentimes will do, I like patterns on my phone. And in fact, even if I have like a pattern that I'm working on, I'll take pictures on my phone. When I'm like sitting on my floor doing my cutting and my ironing, I can look at it and look at the directions that way.
And I am the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
It's
do
because
not
of my
like it.
setup. Like eventually when I
Yeah.
have a good setup, I hopefully won't
I'll
be that
print
way.
out as much as I possibly can because I just like to set it up on a easel and work that way. I do not like it on my phone.
I like having pretty books to look at, I'm not going to lie. But this was a lot cheaper on the
Is
Kindle version. It was quite a bit cheaper.
Okay.
And there's a reason I bought it. I'm going to the quilt to show you. She is doing a quilt along that I think she maybe just finished of her icicles quilt.
Oh, that's right.
And in the book, it's in blue and white, so it looks a lot like something that Jennifer would do because she likes blue and white. So she did that quilt, and so it's a Dresden and just like patchworky, but she did it in like vintage Christmas fabrics, a lot like what I'm going to show you in a little bit here. And I'm obsessed with it. And so I bought this book and I'm like, oh, I'll buy the book and I'll get started on it. Yeah, right. I could have waited for the book to come in the mail and started on it next year like I probably will do. But
We've been busy, and she's come over and helped me unpack a bunch of boxes too. So,
but it's beautiful. So check out her Instagram because she did that, and her blog too. Jessica Dayon. I think it's Dayon.
Mm-hmm. I knew she had done a book. I just hadn't gotten it yet. So I got this to make my cutting table is a little bit deeper now. I actually got some cabinets in here. They still need to be painted and countertop.
What treat do you have for me?
What treat? Do you want me to get you some food?
Yeah.
Okay, I will get you. Can I show this and I'll run get you a snack?
Sure.
Okay, let me show these two things and I'll run get you a snack, okay? So I got this to make a bigger ironing board and a bunch of this because, and this is, I'm sorry, Lori Holt's designer
weight.
Yeah, the designer weight fabric. I don't want to say it's like a duck. It's kind of in between. It's a perfect weight to make pillows and stuff. I mean, you could do a slipcover out of it actually. So I picked these up yesterday when I was at Shiplap. So I could, I had to go out and get these.
Are you went to Shiplap?
Well, yeah.
Well, what else did you get there?
My Christmas gift. So anyway, maybe I'll grab that to show you guys too.
Oh, your Christmas gift?
Yeah, my Christmas
Not
gift.
even for me?
No. They're getting ready to get the cookbook, all of it, every single thing. And he's bringing in a vintage stove to set it up with.
Wow.
I can't wait to see it. So, no, I told you we're not buying Christmas this year. We're too busy.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't too busy to go out to get her own Christmas
We had to
present.
go get a big giant TV.
You didn't go out there yesterday? Oh, yesterday afternoon.
I did. Yeah, we did. We just we kind of circled out there and then went to the base to buy a TV.
That was part of the route you planned?
Yeah.
You're doing.
But I had to because I need to decorate my room now. And I'm really glad I didn't paint it in here because the more stuff I get in here, the better it's probably white. So, anyway. That's the rest of mine. And I'm going to go get her a snack and Heather can show you her thing.
And yesterday was the first day that I had my parents watch my daughter all day. Because we had to go
Have you stepped over it?
Christmas shopping. My husband and I. So we went on our first date and I got my Christmas present too, which is a beautiful new bird feeder. But anyways, I wanted to show you an old whip that I had started about, 9 years ago. My mom also started it, and so she has a lot of the same fabric. We just bought half yards of different Christmas fabrics and split them. Your bag is so full?
Yeah.
Okay, Grandma's getting you a snack, okay?
Okay.
Just beautiful Christmas fabrics. This one I think is my favorite. This one I believe is a it's a 30s reproduction. Aunt Gracie's I think is what they're called. Nope, those are mine.
I like them.
You can have not those. You can have this little group of them right here. Okay? Because I'm about to show those. So we were looking for just like really vintagey kind of like calicos. We wanted teeny tiny Christmas prints. This is one of my favorites. This is one of the ones I think that I have that my mom does not have. Holly. And we are doing Dresdens with them.
What's this?
So I started this probably 9 years ago and got these Dresdens done. Nope, I need that. That's my Dresden ruler. And I just pulled this out today. No, baby, that's my directions, okay? You have plenty of stuff over there. Grandma will have your snack in a minute. So I pulled these out today, and I actually have quite a few already kind of stitched up. So I just need to nip the corners on them and flip them and iron them. So I think I'm going to work on that tonight because they're really inspiring when I look at them. They're very much my vintagey Christmas style. And they're a lot like what Jessica Dayan is working on. And so when I opened these up today, I was like, what am I thinking? I already have a beautiful Dresden quilt started, so I need to work on this before I start on her icicles quilt. But I have quite a few already cut out too, because when I first started sewing at that time, my favorite part was cutting for some reason. So I always would sit down and cut. And so I have a lot of projects that are cut out and not done.
Yeah, but
But look at that.
Yeah, I know, it's so pretty. I do have the fabrics. I haven't started anything but the fabric buying part of it. So,
But man,
I know, it's
cute.
gonna
And
be
look,
beautiful.
look at how many I already have sewn.
Good.
See?
There you go. Oh my gosh, she's actually started hers, but I'm doing a fall one. That's why I haven't started it. Because of my fall one, I have that all, the plates are done, so.
So I'm going to work on that tonight, I think.
Good job.
I have more presents to wrap. I was all wrapped and shopped the last time we talked, but now my husband got gifts in and
Sounds
I
like
have to wrap that.
Oh,
I don't really, but
no.
I'm going to probably.
So what would you?
I don't know.
I always wrap on Christmas Eve.
I don't
And
like
it's
to be set up
usually
for that.
until, well, it
Not
used
at
to
all.
be, we used to buy a lot of gifts. We've cut that way down to just a few here and, for each person or whatever. I'm serious, we'd be up like half the night. I'm terrible about that. It's like one of my very, very least favorite things to do.
No, but we have a nice collection now of like really nice gift bags.
I know, one year, it was so pretty too.
It was.
Joanne's had the most beautiful gift.
And they were like
bags.
buy one, get 3 free or
Yeah,
something.
it was
crazy
like
that.
ridiculous. And so, I wrapped a few and then did all these bags and like, that was my favorite.
Yeah. Well, this year, that's kind of what I've done for shopping is like, instead of getting random stuff that none of us needs,
Nope, we've cut way back.
I did like
It's not about that, so.
one little gift bag of fun little things for.
Now we just buy for ourselves.
Yeah, we do. I mean, I bought for.
We're very
Eddie, of
blessed,
course,
and
and the
yeah,
kids.
I think we're trying to like concentrate more just on the kids for them to have fun stuff,
Yeah.
and they're excited. So,
She's so excited.
anywho, so
And she's spoiled.
it's not spoiled.
No, like Mac texted me
It's
yesterday and he
time
was
to
like, I
switch
bought her
out.
another gift.
Oh my!
I bought her a freaking accordion.
I know that's just weird. I don't know. I don't know.
He like ended up at a toy shop downtown because he always waits until the last minute to shop. I mean, he's a guy.
No, it's not just that. I like to do that.
He likes to do that too.
I
He
do
goes for me and he'll just go find something usually rather expensive and random and beautiful.
I seriously, I like waiting till the last week. I know it's crazy
Yeah.
for most people now because we've cut way back, and
Yeah.
so I usually know. I think about it and whatever. So.
See, and I don't do that. And I typically
I do
shop
not get
online.
stressed out at the holidays about shopping and wrapping. If it's whatever it is. So
I
don't
normally
have
get a
all
little
this grand-
stressed, but I didn't this year because we cut way back and I got it all done. And now it doesn't feel like it's flying by like it normally does.
My husband stresses me out because he's like, "Are we gonna have Christmas here with all these boxes?" Well, we'll move the boxes in the other room because I don't get stressed out about it. My children know that we just moved into a house, so
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal.
You gotta show that guy too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I found a really beautiful. I've talked about before how much I love Bethany Lowe, and so I found this when we were down in Oregon. There's this really beautiful
Pharmacy.
pharmacy, and I used to my sister-in-law and we would go there every year and we'd buy stuff, but it had been many, many years. But look at him. He's so
He's
beautiful.
beautiful. And he was really reasonably priced because her stuff can typically be pretty expensive.
She's come down a little bit over the last few years, but I just love him. So he'll spend his life in my sewing room. Not all year round, because I don't do that.
We just don't have shops like that around here anymore.
And it's Bethany Low. So I try to buy like one thing a year. If I find something I love, I have to love it. There was so many that we loved in that shop. I could have, I think maybe because last year we didn't go out and about like that. And I hadn't been down there in a lot of years at Christmas time.
Really beautiful stuff.
So he's cute. Look how cute he is. And the funny thing is, Nancy was gifted this exact same guy last year from a friend. She goes, I think I have him. And she did. How cute is that?
I love him.
I love him. So anyway, Heather grabbed him. He's been sitting in my windowsill. And hopefully he'll be okay there. We have a lot of work to do on this house. So, yeah. I'm just happy to have my sewing room back, even if it's small and tight or whatever. I sewed on a dining room table for many, many years, so.
And it turns out we do not need a new septic tank.
Yay!
Knock on wood.
Oh, sorry about that.
What?
Whatever.
Oh.
Can you hand me my tea?
We just have a broken pipe. Which sounds terrible, but it's not.
It's very, very fixable. That's
best
nice.
case scenario. So we've just avoided doing certain things on that end of the house, and I'm avoiding calling a plumber to have it fixed. But
after the first of the year,
yeah,
it's not.
It's
okay.
Best case scenario. If we were gonna have
a giant hair clump would have been best case scenario.
Well, yeah. I mean, what I was expecting,
Oh
I was like Googling city grants for a new septic system or whatever.
She's like one of these people that Google, I have a wart or something, and it could be like all these
No,
horrible things.
I was Googling.
I know.
What are we going to
scary.
do when we need to replace our septic system? And now I'm prepared and know what kind of programs there are out there. Also, how we bought a house. So judge me for Googling.
She Googles everything.
I find really awesome programs and stuff to go through.
Anywho, what else? Oh,
giveaways.
We have giveaways, but also we are going to do the Gingerbread Sewcial.
Yes.
I'm starting on January 1st.
Me too.
There's so many cute things I want to get made. And I'm going to be stitching Christmas all year round because I'm not going to be able to finish these two big ones I'm doing. And I honestly don't have a lot of stitching time to actually finish very much in a season. I just don't. So
well, no, because we get so excited about everything, and I want to sew stuff, and
there's other things I want to do. So, and I have a lot of plans for that too. And like I said, I need to rein it in so I actually finish stuff because I don't always have the time or the energy, honestly, to.
Are you going to have like a specific day that you're stitching?
I am going to have a specific day for my Christmas. There's no way I'm going to finish Hollyberry Farm or Lantern Lane. So I'm going to have a day I do that just like the Thanksgiving or the fall stitching, because fall stitching will be Thursday. I don't want to pick Friday because I don't stitch a lot on Fridays.
I'm going to stitch whenever I want to stitch on whatever I want to stitch.
That's what my weekend's going to be, is whatever I want. And then for gingerbread, I think I'm going to do Mondays because I usually have stitching time on Mondays because I try not to work on a Monday. I try to work on like Tuesday through Thursday if I'm going to work. So Monday, I think I will do gingerbread. But we're going to start on January 1st, our gingerbread
Which is
social.
not a Monday.
It's not a Monday.
Anybody's checking.
It's a Saturday,
it's a
right?
Saturday, yeah.
Okay, so...
But technically, that means
I can stitch
if you're
whatever the heck I
federal,
want
if you
on
work
the weekend.
federal or whatever, a lot of times you'll have that Monday off for
Stitching.
New Year's. So there you go.
Although that should be the Friday, right?
No, that's New Year's Eve. That's a different. If the holiday falls on a Saturday for the post office, then Monday they're closed.
Oh, cool. Whatever. I'm starting the January Gingerbread Social January 1st. And I will be stitching gingerbread every Monday for the rest of my life because I have that much stuff I want to do. But I'm not going to just stitch because I have 2 things I want to show you that I'm adding to my little bitty.
And if you want to follow my track, I'm not going to have specific days that I work on them.
I am
because
going
if I
to.
set myself up for that,
Well, you
that
don't
will
have
last
to.
one day. So, but I do want to stitch on Christmas during the year.
I actually
And
pulled
winter
out my
and
fall
gingerbread,
stuff. I
for
have to. I don't have enough time. I have basically enough time to stitch to do like a small, like the Parson Brown, and then do other little things. But I feel like I'm not getting these big ones that I would really love to be in my house. If I don't stitch them all year, I'm not going to do it. So I really, and for me, picking the Thursday for the fall stuff, it's really been good. I may add in a morning stitch. That was my intention, but I love stitching on that so much that I actually just do that all Thursday or whatever. But I'm adding 2 things into my gingerbread thing. I've made 2 of these.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't even know if this is, let me take it out. I don't even know if this is available anymore. It's by the Waltzing Bear.
She's now making a mess and pop this off.
Who cares? So here is this. I've actually made 2 of these. I made one for a friend, and I made mine in super country colors years ago. And
I think I have that now.
do you have that? I think one of the girls has it now. But I want to make it more in my gingerbread stuff that I have more so now. A little bit brighter colors, more kind of kid colors. But this.
Oh, I didn't notice these little dudes. Are those in there too?
And it's just super cute. And I really wanted to get it done this year, but it didn't matter anyway because whatever. So that is going to be done too. I love him. I think when I did it, I did little red heart buttons.
Yeah.
I think both of the ones. I made one for a friend of mine years ago. I'll
have to dig that out when I'm putting my Christmas stuff away this year because it's in like my keepsake box of stuff.
So let me see. This is by Waltzing with Bears, and this pattern is from. Usually they date it, right? Who am I heard of? Anyway, so it might still be available.
But it's an actual like photo on there.
They used to do that, and I loved that. But photos have come a long way, printers and stuff. So,
Yeah.
And then the other thing I want to add into that I totally and completely forgot that I got. Well, and I have some wool ones too, the little wool cup, which I kind of misplaced for a while, but I found it again. I actually have my wool cabinet set up, so that feels really
1998.
1998. That's how old that pattern is. So, and I think that's probably about when I made the first one. How can I do this?
That was from Crafts Galore. I miss Crafts Galore.
I do too, but it's actually, that's what Craft Warehouse is. Anyway, so there's the other one that I want to have done by next year. I want to do a lot of small quilts this year just to lay around the house, because if you watch everybody's cute videos like Christy from Crosshatch Quilts and all her beautiful little things, and Nancy's house is filled with little quilts and I just love them. I also love this right here. So those are going to be added into my gingerbread stuff too. So I'm not going to necessarily just only stitch on Wednesdays. Mondays, sorry. I was thinking Wednesday for the longest time. It's like, I can't do anything on Wednesday. So anyway, this is that book. Yeah, Wednesdays are not a good day. So there's that. Anyway, those are added into my gingerbread. So it's not going to be just stitching. I can see myself probably doing more than just Monday. There, I got it right that time.
I need to redo that little Simply Eileen. My sumo wrestler.
Ninja
Bread.
Yeah.
Ninja Bread Man.
Or Gingerbread Man. But those are being added into the gingerbread. Because I think I'm going to do a lot of holiday next year. So I have all the cute little things that are, you know, that everybody shows, and I'm always sad, like, gosh, if I'd actually did it, then I would have these cute little things to
Yeah.
sit around. I grabbed out, it takes me forever to unpack because I sit there and go through everything. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. Oh yeah, I forgot that. So anyway, you're doing gingerbread too? Weekly?
Yes.
Just whatever day?
I don't know. I'm not good at like,
If I don't
because
pick
if
a
I
day,
get
I'm
on a
not
pat,
going
like
to.
if I'm excited to be stitching on something, I typically just stick with that. And then I get bored with it and then move on. So I'm not good at switching up during the week necessarily.
I have to be.
I know
if I want
need
different
to.
things. Yeah, so.
I'll try. I'll try to work on gingerbread at least maybe once every other week.
But who knows?
see.
If you're
Yeah,
having fun
who
with
knows?
it, you might do it.
I have one of my I have two of my own patterns that I need to stitch. The Sweet Christmas and
Oh, the snow globe. Gingerbread
yeah,
house.
that's gingerbread too.
So I'm going to add
The Let
that'll
It
be in
Snow,
there too.
Snow Globe, and Cup of Cheer. Have a Cup of Cheer.
All of those.
I have those three that I need to stitch up.
Very cool.
Plus, I do eventually want to work on some of the Gingerbread Village because I have a finish idea for that.
Are we close on time?
Again, yeah.
What? No, we stopped, for snack.
We'll be right back and do our giveaway. We're back. Oh boy. Oh, are we going to show this?
Yeah.
Christmas card from Nancy Woolsey.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nancy.
It's so beautiful.
So I think our last thing to do is our 5,000 subscribers giveaway. Yes.
Yes. And we totally forgot to say that if you won the coasters, you win one of Heather's charts too.
Yeah, so sorry if you guys wanted to
We were
enter
so
for that.
we
but
were so scatterbrained.
surprise, the person that wins the coasters is also getting one of my free charts at your choice.
Yeah. Well, they're not free. One of her.
Oh yeah, one
charts
of my
from-
charts.
Yes. Because you have had free ones too.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that's nice. Give away a free one.
Yeah, I
and everything
know. I do have freebie charts on my Instagram
Yes.
if you want them, so go find those. Okay, so thank you everybody for entering and subscribing to our channel. We are giving away two $25 Etsy gift cards. Two $25 Etsy gift cards, is that what we said? Okay. This project bag is a separate giveaway. And then
Yeah, you were gonna pick 4 out.
not the one that my daughter wiped her nose on last week.
That's not in there.
No.
I only grabbed the other ones. A check one.
That
Thank you.
one's Evelyn.
Are you having fun in Grandpa's
And
office?
then these 4 coasters along with your choice of a pattern from my shop.
Surprise! We added to it. So, did you notated which was for which?
I sure did.
She's way more with it than I am. Oh, okay.
So for the first $25 Etsy gift card is for Rowie Murphy.
That really blew out.
It's the window.
Yep.
Rowie Murphy. So email us at craftycottagestitches@gmail.com and let us know what email address you want us to send that gift card to. And that's for everybody that is winning today. Sue Allen is the second $25 Etsy gift card. So let us know in our email what email address you want that mailed to. And then for the coasters, Arlene Luna, and also a pattern from my Etsy shop. So go ahead and look at my Etsy shop, decide what pattern you want me to send to you. and let us know in the email. And then you need to email us the mailing address that you want that
So
those coasters sent to
so
also.
an email
An email
physical.
and a mailing address. And then for the project bag, Catherine Bowles.
I'm ready to go on a little date to Ian Blowie's.
Okay.
Okay.
We told her we would drive around and go see blow ups.
She likes to blow up blow up
This is my
decorations.
purse.
I saw
okay.
that.
Is
So
it okay if I
congratulations.
name this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Email us craftycottagestitches@gmail.com and let us know for the gift card winners the email address you want those sent to. For the coaster winners, we need your mailing we need your mailing address and your email address and what pattern from my Etsy shop you want. And for the project bag, your mailing address.
And I will try to get that out this week if you get a hold of us. So you have a couple weeks. We'll do.
Until the next floss tube.
This is Yo Heavy.
Oh,
Be careful.
be
Those
careful.
are glass. Be careful.
And my
She
mom
did just
finally
one more
changed
time.
her. Yep, she always does.
Oh, I did. Yes.
Changed her Instagram to Crafty Cottage Stitches.
Be very careful. Those were mom's when she was little.
Um,
I came across a tea set, and she's been playing with them. So
what else?
that's
I don't
about
think I have
it.
anything else. So.
Sorry, I haven't been posting. You don't want to see what I've got to show anyway.
have been a little bit.
Pretty. We're gonna try to do. Are you gonna try or do it separate?
I'm gonna do it separate.
We're gonna have to do it separate.
Yeah.
So
So I will
next
upload
time.
another. I'm gonna, after I upload this, I will upload the before home tour of her house with music over the top of it.
Yeah.
Um,
If it doesn't work, then we'll do it within the next week or two.
Yeah.
I think so. And I think next time we'll do our plans for the new year, if you have any.
yeah, because we will be.
Celebrating.
This will be after the new year.
Celebrating.
Celebrating the new year, right?
Yeah.
And I'm good because I do. I have some plans.
I will be like your Yelly.
You're
You're
gonna
being
be here
silly.
too.
You're gonna be here too. Are you excited for Christmas? What are you excited for?
But I'm Yelly.
Huh?
You're sorry
You're
for
sorry?
what?
Yelly.
You're silly,
Yelly.
Sally. What?
Jolly.
Oh, jolly.
Yelly.
Jolly. Okay.
Yelly.
Yes.
Jolly.
Yelly.
Anywho,
Are you excited for Christmas?
hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Can you
With
say Merry Christmas, Flosstube?
if you celebrate Christmas or
Say it.
a wonderful 2 weeks.
I will celebrate Christmas.
You will celebrate
we are gonna
Christmas.
celebrate Christmas. It'll be a lot easier when she gets that S in.
She's been a lot.
Yeah,
Better
she's
about
been
it.
trying.
I need to pick up my purse.
Okay, go pick up your purse.
Grandpa has a hard time with it.
So yeah, everybody have a wonderful, safe, healthy Christmas and safe, healthy New Year. And we will be back on the 2nd. Follow
I
us.
don't know. Is that a Sunday?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I guess the Saturday would be New Year's Day.
Yes, we've already covered this.
Yeah, so. Well, because we were going to switch to Saturdays after the first of the year.
Oh.
I don't care. We don't do anything.
We'll be back New Year's weekend.
Yeah, we'll pick whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of have our plans for next year, what we're working on. And I'll be able to dug my way out of some of the boxes in there too.
Yeah.
To show some
And
stuff.
we might get snow.
I'm ready to go.
We might get snow on Christmas.
I'm ready to go on a blow.
That would
Oh,
be
you're ready to
wonderful.
go. She's ready to go.
She's ready to go. So.
Yeah, so
You later.
See you later. We'll
follow us here, follow
Yeah.
us on Instagram. I'm at White House Stitchery, she's at Crafty Cottage Stitches.
And
And I have an Etsy
And
shop
I'm
at White House Stitchery too.
Yelly.
And she's at Sally's, apparently.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.